It is 1650, the year of the tiger, in China's Hunan province. Deep inside the Kangzhen Temple, an 11-year-old orphaned monk named Monkey is huddled inside a massive clay urn with his 4 brothers, while the only home they've ever known is torn apart around them. From inside the cramped darkness, the boys are paralyzed by a sound they've never heard before. Deafening, rhythmic cracks and booms echo through the halls, physically shaking the stone foundation of the temple. Monkey tries to apply logic to the chaos. The temple is guarded by 100 elite martial arts masters. To defeat them, an invading force would need something far beyond human strength. He reaches a terrifying conclusion. The attackers must have allied themselves with a mythical dragon, and those thundering impacts are the beast whipping its massive tail against the walls. But there is no beast outside. A devastating, human-made technology has finally reached this isolated region, and it is about to alter the mechanics of warfare entirely. The destruction of this monastery marks the moment an ancient, closely guarded mythology violently collides with a brutal, modern reality. That thunderous sound tearing through the temple is the discharge of a primitive firearm. This chart shows the years of training required to reach maximum combat effectiveness. It reveals a massive disparity. A traditional master spends decades conditioning their body, while a rifleman reaches baseline capability almost immediately. The gun completely democratizes lethal power. When measuring instant lethality, the rifleman's data line spikes exponentially. A completely untrained foot soldier can now cut down a legendary fighter from afar with the simple pull of a finger. The Kangzhen masters dedicated their entire lives to perfecting precise physical forms, pushing the human body to its absolute peak, only to be eliminated before they could even close the distance to strike. But a firearm on its own is merely a tool of metal and wood. Pointing one at a peaceful sanctuary requires a deeply personal grievance. That grievance belongs to the architect of the massacre, Eagle, a 16-year-old former brother of the temple who was exiled exactly 1 year prior. Eagle harbored a bitter resentment towards his teachers. He was furious at being assigned the Eagle discipline, fully believing he deserved the ultimate mythical power of the dragon. To claim that power, he weaponized both tradition and modernity. He armed himself with a gun and physically mutilated his own body to mimic a dragon, scarring his face with green pigment, filing his teeth to sharp points, and splitting his tongue. Knowing the temple was lost, the Grand Master gave his 5 surviving orphans a final directive. He ordered them to scatter into the woods, discover Eagle's secrets, and uncover the truth about their own pasts. The Grand Master recognized that physical combat alone could no longer protect them. To survive these weapons, they would have to find the historical truth behind Eagle's anger and adapt their tactics to a world that no longer rewards a lifetime of training. Monkey flees alone into the dense canopy. Against heavily armored soldiers carrying firearms, his small 11-year-old frame leaves him incredibly vulnerable. In his panic, his famously poor sense of direction takes over. He runs in a massive circle, accidentally bringing him right back to the dangerous perimeter of the ruined temple. Peering down from the high branches, he spots an enemy soldier patrolling the woods, carrying away Monkey's most prized possession. It is a specialized fighting staff made of pale white waxwood. The grain is meticulously decorated with images of monkeys, burned directly into the surface with hot metal. Rather than launching a direct assault, Monkey stays hidden in the foliage. He closely watches the soldier's gait, timing the exact moment the man's weight shifts heavily to his left leg. As the soldier passes underneath, Monkey drops like an anvil directly behind him, driving his feet into the back of the soldier's knee and forcing him to collapse into the dirt. Mid-fall, Monkey wrests the staff from the soldier's grip, immediately using the wood to pin the disoriented man's chin and press him firmly into the ground. While technology can destroy temple walls and obsolete traditional armor, it hasn't yet accounted for the leverage and environment Monkey just used to reclaim his weapon. For the 5 ancestors, the hunt for their history begins with this single stolen staff.